Alright, hey guys, it's back A37 here, doing another cast between Zerguser, the Diamond Terran, and DestinedOne, the Silver Protoss. Gonna fast forward to start, because it's usually very similar. As you can see, they're both obviously building their workers, one's ahead of the other, but it doesn't matter. I've been doing a lot of Starcraft posts, and I've realized that I'm gonna do other people's replays now. So, this is my friend DestinedOne, and I believe either it's a custom game or a 1v1 game. I'm not sure exactly what he played here. But, I don't see Zerguser as the best player after watching this replay. So I will be casting a lot more of other people replay as that scout does go out. And a barracks going down, and to do a little nice wall off. Whew, alright. Let's get right into this. If we look at the unit tab, same amount of harvesters. Simulator going down. Looks like there's more probes than SCVs now at this point, and this is kind of bad. I mean, you want to keep on the same harvester count, and there it is. It's the one ahead with DestinedOne, but that's alright. Getting an orbital command for Zerguser. So I'm going to fast forward a little more just to make this video fairly quick. Marine coming out, cybernetics research, and time to slow it back down. Now, here's a scout that came in, sees everything that happened. There's one Marine now. If we look at the unit counter, it's 20 probes over 16 SCVs with one Marine and one Mule. No early Zealots coming out for any early defense, and DestinedOne is chrono boosting that Warp Gate. Keeping that supply depot lowered so his units can move up and down. Getting that tech lab, probably going for Marauders. And getting a factory out for probably siege tanks or Thors. Stalker is out, so I guess he was going for an early Stalker rather. Always checking those corners, that's good. You always want to check for bunker rushes or whatever may have happened. Could have been a proxy barracks, whatever. So that Stalker going to the Zelnaga Tower just to check out what's happening here, see if there's any early rushes. First Marauder already out, as Concussive Shells is just about done researching. If we go back to the production tab, we can see siege tech being made, or researched I should say, and a siege tank is coming out with 2 more barracks being put down. If we go back to the units tab, we can see 29 harvests, or let's go to the income counter. We got 23 for 24 harvesters for Zerguser and 29 for DestinedOne. Only 5 difference, but honestly, I believe that Zerguser should be ahead. I mean, he is a diamond player facing a silver. So looks like we're going looks like DestinedOne's going Sentry Zealot. Sorry about that. A little bit straining my voice a little bit. There was that proxy pylon, though it does get cancelled for whatever reason. I don't know what exactly made him cancel that, but he did. I'll be casting a lot of other people's games now, unless you guys really want to see my own at a certain point. But it'll most likely be me just going to like different sites and downloading pro level games, you know, from whatever MLG, GSL, wherever they may come from, you know, Fruit Dealer games, Huck games, well, just whatever. If you guys have any requests or anything you guys really want to see, then go ahead and send me a message and I'll definitely look it up. So here we have an attack moving out. We got, let's look at the units tab here. Oh yeah, by the way, there is an expansion down here, and that scouting zealot does go down. We got 3 tanks, 8 marauders, 5 marines versus 7 sentries and 9 sentries and 11 stalkers or zealots. Having that SCV go first to scout to see what's ahead. Probably going to be repairing the siege tanks though. Nothing on the Zelnaga, but he does. I believe he does see this army already here. No, he does not, but I guess he does know they're on their way. If we go to everyone cam, we can see that the tanks are sieging up here, and the marauders are moving in, and DestinedOne's army does move back, but he sees it's not much there. He's like, oh yeah, I can get these guys, and then the siege tanks, boom, and of course he does not know how many siege tanks there are, as that pylon does go down, and that zealot barely survives. These zealots need to be microed back. Alright, there we go. That's good. We got that SCV running in there, which is really bad. It should be definitely microed a little better as it does go down. And because that SCV was up there, the tanks did get a free shot up on the high ground, and that sentry almost going down. DestinedOne almost supply blocked, actually. Let's go back to the production tab. we do have immortals coming out for DestinedOne. We have another pylon being rebuilt, as the first pylon was destroyed and the second one is going down, so he does not want to be supply blocked at this point. And a smart move here, moving that immortal here and taking out this siege tank, as immortals do kill siege tanks very easily. And we got 2 more marines and 2 more supply depots on the way for Zerguser. Good positioning here by Zerguser, though. I would try to move these tanks right up here and have my marauders right here, so that way I can definitely hit, because when they go down the ramp, if you look at it, it's very small. So if you have 2 siege tanks right here, they will hit that ramp as they're coming down. They'll hit a ton of units because it's so small and it's just a lot of damage can be done. And these marauders, you can squish in there. You don't want to move anything here because that immortal will take him down. And this army size does look big enough, but I don't think DestinedOne sees what's there. He just sees 1 siege tank. So he does not know how big the army size is, but STEM is being researched. Another immortal coming out. Another 2 SUVs being built, marauder, a siege tank, and supply depots. And if we go to the harvester count, Zerguser is behind by 3, and oh, here comes the attack. We need a guardian shield going down, but good use of force fields right there, because those force fields block off anyone from retreating. And the guardian shield does go down. That immortal does stay alive, which is really good. But reinforcements do come. You see a couple marines, a couple marauders, and a tank. And that tank is going to go down because tanks really have low health. And that marine, it's not his lucky day, and he just get chopped in half, which is very unfortunate. But Zerguser has caught up in harvesters, as he does have that expansion. There's no probes mining there. But again, here it's not really saturated, and here it's saturated. Though it could be better. If you go back to the production tab, we can see STEM almost done being researched. We got more immortals coming out. We got siege tanks. There's their armory. Gonna be seeing some Thors popping out of those factories. And gonna get a second refinery because Thors are gas heavy, as you guys probably know, and another factory going down. So gonna be building Thors out of 2 factories. And puts the tanks on the high ground, which is a good move. And DestinedOne does move his units over here, and it should make an observer to see what he's up against at this point. But he is building a Stargate to take down those, because he sees marauders and tanks, neither of which can attack air. So those void rays or phoenixes, depending on what he wants to get, will be really powerful. Twilight Council going down probably for charge, and 2 forges. So probably for armor and attack, one separate. Like one forge for armor, 1 forge for attack, which is very smart. Let's speed it up here a little bit because I just want to save some time. So we got an engineering bay going down and another factory. It looks like, so it looks like we're building our 3 factories, as this tech lab is going down for the factory, which is good. So we got void rays coming out, zealot legs being researched, and we got Protoss ground and armor. And as well as Terran vehicle weapons. So we do have 2 Thors coming out, another factory being built, as I said, and there's that observer I was talking about, seeing exactly what he's up with. Does he see that armory right there? Yeah, he sees the armory. He knows there's gonna be tanks, he knows there's gonna be Thors. So here's the attack. I'm gonna slow this down, and not great use of force fields there. Should have just blocked off right here rather than there, and they would have been trapped in here, and they would have been all dead. Those zealots were charged in there, and those would have been gone. Though another command center is going down here, and will be moved, and 2 Thors are out. And I'm not even going to try to do a Thor impression because I've tried to do it in my last cast, and it made me feel like killing myself a little. You know, just not very good impressions. But anyway, that observer is still here. I would move it down here so you can see exactly what he's up against. Though it does look like Zerguser is supply blocked at this point. We got more void rays and immortals coming out, and our upgrades are almost done as these zealots are running in. And we do have an expansion building here because these rocks are being destroyed. So I mean, he could build a pylon there, but I'm pretty sure he build an expansion because he's not retarded. And it looks like combat shield for the Marines being done, and there. That was a good time for a scan because that definitely shows him that yes, there is going to be an expansion over here because there is no rocks. I mean, I guess you could destroy the rocks and not get an expansion, but that doesn't make any sense as this expansion does move over here. And it is an island expo, so Definitely very good, as that Nexus is going down with a couple more pylons. So this is a good place because he needs some kind of air units to get over here. He does have Phoenixes, and this does need to land. I don't understand why you just move it here and not land it. Why don't you just press land, and then it'll fly over here and land. But whatever, I'm not gonna judge you. Can get that planetary fortress, though it is not. If he's gonna have air units to attack it, it's completely useless. If we go to the unit tab right now, we got 5 Thors, 20 Marauders, a siege tank, and 17 Marines versus 2 Immortals, 34 Zealots, 2 Void Rays, and 9 Stalkers, and 1 Observer, if you want to count that. So now he sees exactly what he's up against. He sees the Thors. He sees everything that's happening, and of course nothing's happening right now. So, I won't. Already moving out. Already just gonna. Nope, just gonna move forward a little bit. This expansion does need to start getting saturated. Does need mules on here. If you're a Terran, you really gotta use your mules. I mean, look, full energy, almost full energy. You can make 7 mules, and he is only at 1,000 resources, which is quite a lot, but he can still definitely have more. DestinedOne is keeping a lookout on everything that's happening here, because he does want to do that. He does want to see what he's up against. And if we go back to the production tab, we see level 2 Terran vehicle weapons and level 2 Protoss armor and weapons. So he will see this attack coming, as he does have an observer. So I'm going to slow this down so we can see exactly what happens. Another expansion going down here. Very, very smart. We do have that SCV going to scout up ahead. Let's see what will happen to that. So like I said, observer right here sees everything that's coming. So he will know they're coming. Got an Immortal here waiting, as well as this Tire Force group. Does need to pull out that Guardian Shield, though, if he really wants to win. SCV scout ahead. Not sure where that other SCV went, but that's alright. That is right here. So he does see this force. He does see there's quite a lot of them. That Zealot is going to go down. And he does rush in, and not very good force fields. He definitely disallowed his Zealots from running in there. Because honestly, if his Zealots could run in there, it would have been so much better. Miss Micro on those Immortals. And his army is going to go down from the Thors. If he didn't block off of force fields right here, he could have just ran straight up and killed everyone. We probably wouldn't win still, but would definitely do a lot of damage. 250 mil cannons, not researched yet, which is surprising. That Immortal is going to go down. And more Zealots that were warped in are also going to die. So they move up to this expansion. We do see this Immortal on the way, though I do not think it's going to finish. Yeah, it cancels that Immortal, so he gets all his resources back, and level 2 Terran weapons are being done. And a lot of excess minerals by both players. If we go to the resource, we see that, well, Zerguser does not have that much, though DestinedOne does have quite a lot. So if you go to the production tab, we see more Thors coming out, a couple Marines Marauders. These probes are trying to get out of the way. A lot of them go down. Immortals and Stalkers coming out, as well as Immortals, Stalkers, and Void Rays are coming out, as well as some Zealots to help. Do not have Blink. Not that it's really necessary, because he didn't get that many Stalkers throughout the game. And the level 2 Terran weapon upgrade is complete. And as you can see here, while DestinedOne is worried that, oh crap, here comes the Thors, he's still getting his upgrades. In case he survives the attack, he can do quite a lot more damage. This Immortal manages to finish before the attack. I think that Thor is going to go down. I'm not exactly sure yet. Looks like that Thor is going down. Yeah, there we go. Another Immortal comes this way out. Though this attack, I don't think DestinedOne has it. Now the Thor going to go down. That Nexus is finally going down. And it sends the SCVs up here to attack and repair each other. And the Thors do get vision up there, so that they do not have to walk up. Again, sending the SCVs up there. And yeah, he's definitely going to win this one. These probes, I don't know where they're going, but anyway, DestinedOne leaves the game. No GG, because he doesn't like Thors. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Yes, he does have this expansion, but honestly, it would have been over. I don't think there's much else he can do. I mean, I guess he could have gotten more Zealots, but he was on what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gate. Yeah, 6 gate. Well, I should just look down here, but anyway. I hope you guys enjoyed the cast. If you have any tips, suggestions, or anything else, just go ahead and tell me, and I will definitely take those into consideration. If you want to play with me, you'll find the information down below. I'll probably be posting some Fruit Dealer gameplay soon, or some Huck, or some White Raw gameplay, or Duck Load Raw, if you guys want to know them that way. Those are definitely my favorite players. But yeah, you guys look forward to those, and I'll see you guys next time.